watching a news extra special as we look back at the weekend that Middlesbrough celebrated that historic win at the Millennium Stadium. We're on the victory parade. You can hear the excitement from the crowd as the players are just behind us on the team bus. The parade itself started on Ayrton Street, going past the spiritual home of Middlesbrough Football Club, Ayrton Park. At the start of the parade, police estimated over 150,000 fans were expected to line the routes all the way through the town. The team bus is just behind us. BOROTV Extra have the only camera on that bus. So imagine how the players are feeling watching the fans. Site of Middlesbrough's old Ayrton Park ground.
You know, being a Middlesbrough boy, it means everything really. We're just coming behind Ayrton Park now, and it's a big lump in my throat. You know, just going past Ayrton Park on this bus, seeing all these people turning out for the football club. It's fantastic, mate. It's amazing, and I think I said to you before, I'm just so proud and privileged that we've managed to achieve this while I'm still playing. You know, we can look back on this in many, many years to come and just be so proud of everything that we've achieved. It's brilliant, and like I say, especially just driving past Ayrton Park, I'm a bit emotional.
As the parade began its journey, it became clear just how big an occasion this was going to be for the players, the club and the town. Those lucky enough to live on Ayrton Street suddenly found themselves very popular as people crammed into houses for the best possible view.
Very nice. I'm really impressed by the people, and there's so many came out to see us today.
Is it how you imagined it was going to be?
Well, it's better actually, because for a club like Middlesbrough's size and the people, it's tremendous. Really, really nice.
How's the week been? Has it been unbelievable for you?
Yeah, great week, and a historical week. It's one I would never forget, I think, in my whole life.
From a quiet start, the players soon found themselves entering into the party spirit. Used to some fancy footwork on the football pitch, it was a chance to show off their dance moves. Danny Mills may have pretended to drop the trophy, but it was soon in the very safe hands of George Boateng. As the bus continued at a walking pace along Ayrton Street, those that had turned out to see the start followed the bus Pied Piper style.
cold, it's wet, but you know, we're having a good time. You know, the fans are great. They're all enjoying it. You know, they're hanging out of windows on the roof and all sorts. You know, and it's just a great way of saying thank you and showing our appreciation to the fans as much as anything else.
Is it how you imagined it was going to be, or better?
No, it's great. Well, the weather, thankfully now the rain has stopped. But no, you know, it's great. You know, as you can see, there's loads of fans everywhere. It's a really good turnout, although the weather's not the greatest. Oh, here we go again, we're off again. But no, I think everyone just needs to enjoy the day now.
Joseph Jobs' goal in under 2 minutes gave Middlesbrough the perfect start in the actual match. It was the quickest goal in the history of the League Cup final, and as the victory parade headed towards the masses on Linthorpe Road, the Cameroon international reflected on the impact the cup victory had had.
I feel great because you know, you see the people in the street. We're all very happy for them first, and of course for us as well.
Have you ever known anything quite like this?
Yeah, because I won the African Cup of Nations, but it was worse than that, you know. But with I never won anything with the club, so with the club it's oh, shut up, man.
It was your goal that started it all. How has the week been for you?
No, I mean, this is you know, this is the team's goal. You know, I've scored, but someone could have scored also. So this is the result of all the work, all the, you know, the game we played before to get to the final. So everybody's happy and we enjoy it.
And these amazing scenes, are they better than you'd imagined?
Yeah, it's very amazing, but you know, it's good to enjoy, good to live, and we'll enjoy it until the end of the day.
As the open-top bus turned into Linthorpe Road, it was obvious that the bad weather of the morning hadn't put off a single person. Every possible vantage point was utilised to get the best possible view, and George Boateng showed everyone what they had come to see. The players themselves had been unsure just how many people would turn out.
It's bloody amazing just to see in the sea of red and white, and like the faces, people in windows, up trees, on cars. It's fantastic. It's words that can't even describe it. It's unreal.
Obviously you heard about the plans for the parade. It must be bigger and better than you ever imagined.
It was. I mean, you can tell it's been 100 odd years, because literally everybody and their auntie and their dog have come out, and you know, it's just look at it. It's unbelievable.
For Juninho, in his third spell at the club, it was the winner's medal he had always dreamed of. A World Cup winner maybe, but to have finally put something to show for his many years' service at the Riverside is something precious for the Brazilian. Other players were ensuring their memories would last forever. For Stuart Downing, who was a sub for the final, it must have been particularly sweet. A winner's medal while still a teenager at his hometown club. At Sassari's, the home of BOROTV Extra's talking football programme, Massimo Macaroni's shirt was hung in the window. What else would you expect but Italian restaurants? They were standing on the roofs along Linthorpe Road to get the best view.
Oh, it's brilliant, you know what I mean? To be part of the first team that's won something at Middlesbrough is fantastic.
Is it as big as you perhaps imagined it was going to be?
Miles bigger. I didn't imagine it'd be anything like this. Just thrilled to be part of what's happening here.
What's the week been like for the club and for yourself?
Absolutely amazing, you know. Coming here 3 years ago to win a cup after 3 years is fantastic, because no one's ever won it here before, so it's brilliant.
Whereas captain Gareth Southgate had lifted the trophy at the Millennium Stadium, and as the bus turned into Borough Road, Gareth had thanks and praise for the club's supporters who turned out in their tens of thousands.
Incredible. A few people said before that when they came back having lost the cup final, it was an incredible reception they got, but I don't think any of us could have expected what we've received today. Incredible.
When you saw the plans for the parade, did you imagine it was going to be this amazing, this big?
Oh, no way, you know, I mean, they're looking ahead of us now and there's just thousands of people everywhere and incredible. You're a bit nervous beforehand because you never know if anyone's going to come, but, you know, this town's passionate about its football and finally
Their position on the pavement, families, friends and individuals turned out to salute the cup heroes, the players who have brought home a trophy after 128 years.
It's amazing. The people have waited so long for this, so I mean, you can feel it's not the warmest day, but the people give a lot of warmth, so no complaints. When you heard about the details about the parade, did you imagine it would be this big? No, not really. I couldn't really imagine what was going to happen, but I mean, just, yeah, no words. Unbelievable, isn't it? It is.
It wasn't just the players who were enjoying the tour. Every member of the coaching staff took their place on the bus, along with all of Steve McLaren's backroom team, from the physios to the sports scientists. For many, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
After 36 years in the game, I've never experienced anything like this. Both at Cardiff and here today, that's what you're in the game for. And if I finish in the game tomorrow, God forbid, I'll take these memories with me. You know, this is fantastic. You know, I've just rang my mum in Fleetwood, Lancashire. I said, Mum, listen to this. And I've on the phone to the crowd. She was overcome herself. So magnificent.
When you heard about the plans for the parade, did you imagine it was going to be this big?
No, the local lads told me. They said that you'll see something different today. I've certainly not been disappointed. This is absolutely magnificent.
Cleveland police accompanied the bus along every step of its route, but there was no trouble for the 300 officers to deal with. In fact, the most boisterous behaviour probably came from the players themselves. On the roof of the Laurel pub, the regulars enjoyed their lunchtime pint like never before.
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, it's a major trophy for the club. You know, and it's the first time the club has ever won anything this major, and it goes to show by the people who've turned out today and the whole carnival atmosphere.
Did you imagine it was going to be this huge, this many people?
No, not at all. No, I didn't think it would be this big at all. And it's amazing, you know, how many people have actually come out to show support today. It's fantastic.
And have you had a good week?
Yeah, well, apart from the result on Wednesday night, the performance wasn't a good one. Other than that, you know, it's been great, and it's been a great opportunity for now to sort of like, you know, reflect on the game last weekend, and also now to you know, soak up the whole atmosphere.
Mark was another one recording the moment for posterity, a copy of that tape probably winging its way home to Australia the following day. And for the man who started it all, some compensation for missing out on the day.
I was disappointed not to be out there, but nonetheless, I went along there as any other supporter would and cheered on the lads, and just to be part of it today and to see how much it means to the fans, it means everything to me as a player.
Is it bigger than perhaps you and the rest of the squad imagined it was going to be?
Well, you never know. I mean, I've never been involved in these sort of situations, so you never know whether it's going to be bigger, but the turnout's been magnificent from the fans. I expected nothing less. and they're enjoying it as much as us, I think.
Will you be back for the next cup final then?
I'd like to think so, yeah. I'm going to be fitter and stronger when I come back, which hopefully be start next season, so fingers crossed I can get myself and playing in a cup final, that'd be great.
There was more praise for all of those who lined the route to see the team, not just from the players, but from Cleveland Police as well.
I thought it was a magnificent day, another superb day for the borough, just like last Sunday down at Cardiff. I estimate we had about 100,000 people lining the route yesterday from Ayrsham Street right the way through to the stadium, and I was delighted with the way that it went from a policing perspective. We had over 300 officers out yesterday afternoon escorting the procession and lining the route, with officers from the, well not officers, wardens from the local authority who were looking after some vulnerable points at bus shelters and lampposts to make sure that nobody fell and got injured unnecessarily. And then there was about 250 stewards on at the Riverside Stadium from the stewarding operation, so real good partnership effort all round.
The day had been one for all the fans to remember, but there was still more to come.